very depressing story about this.
Ooh.
Ooh, let's see where we go with this. This one makes me cringe. I'm going to tell you one of my deep, dark secrets, and I'm cringing just thinking about it. When I was 9, my kid sister was born, so she's 9 years younger than I am. And, you know, she was crawling around. I ended up babysitting a lot, taking care of her and all of that. And, you know, we played with. I ended up changing diapers at 9 years old, and my mother had a diaper service. Remember those? You know, had to put it out for you younger people. They were cloth diapers, and you filled a container, and it set out on the steps just like the milkman used to pick up drop off the milk. They'd pick that one up and leave a full one with clean diapers, and then you take those in and you fill it up again. And they came on a regular basis, and so I ended up babysitting her a lot. And oh, I'm feeling chills. I don't think I've ever told this in public. She was really little and crawling, couldn't walk yet, and she had crawled into the hall closet, and so we were kind of playing back and forth in the hall closet, and she was like trying to throw shoes out at me and stuff like that. So I went to close the door, and her pinky got caught in it.
Oh.
And it, literally, I'm 62. I can hear the crunch.
Oh.
To this day, I can hear the crunch. And she has learned, because I've given her so much shit about it. I told her, you cannot keep bringing that up. Quite a few years ago. It's been a long time since she brought it up. You cannot keep bringing that up, because every time you bring it up, I hear the crunch. And she's like, oh my God. So she has not brought it up in quite a few years.
That's your younger sister.
Yeah, kid sister.
Mr. Murphy, thank you for coming in. You made your appointment ahead of time. I see you've got your bent arm there, as you've. I'm sorry that you broke it. Let me get my stethoscope.
What are you listening to in my
There's
arm?
no blood in your arm. I think you're going to have it cut off.
No, I use this arm. And this one. You do know.
I'm telling you, there's no blood, and it is going to rot. And then it will travel up your arm and onto your neck and into your brain, and you're going to start going through the neighborhood with your mindlessness, tearing people apart and sucking their neck blood. I've seen it in a movie.
How long does that take?
No time at all. Just close your
I
eyes.
mean, how long do I have?
You're willing to rot?
Well, some say I already have.
Oh.
Oh, you poor thing.
I mean, that's how it got this way anyway. I was doing something in public I shouldn't be doing.
Oh, let me hear.
Well, I'm real embarrassed about it.
I've got time.
Oh, and it'll keep you from cutting my arm off?
Maybe.
Well, let's see. I was walking backwards on an interstate with only my swimming trunks on. What? Do you want more than that?
I want to hear. I thought the story would be long. It is very short.
Can you put down the saw?
I can do. You know, I love this saw. It's my favorite saw. And so I have to say, I have an itch to use it.
You have an itch
To use it.
to use it. Well, on my arm. You
That's
can
what
use
we're
it.
here for.
We're out in the woods. You could saw wood. You could saw something else other than my arm.
You're scared. I understand. I understand.
Will you give me something
I will.
for the
Or
pain?
you know what? Before we do anything, just look over that way, because there is a nurse and she is very sexy. Woo! See?
I ate my I had celery wrong.
I'm waiting for you to choke because I don't really like you as a sister, Mary Ann. You're very irritating. It's too bad Mom's in the nursing home, otherwise I'd be complaining to her. Stop. Stop. It's so loud. You're so loud.
Susie, you're so easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, wasn't a compliment.
You know what? I'll buy your half of the house, and then you can move somewhere else. I can't stand this.
Oh, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so much.
I don't think I can survive. I think you're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me, and then I'm gonna die, and then and I won't be able to pick out the casket because I won't be able to speak, and you'll probably pick a stupid old wooden casket.
Oh no, I got a pretty silver one. I'll pick that for you. Shouldn't have said that, should I?
Well, I see you have plans for me already, and you're doing everything on purpose.
Oh, I don't want you to go anywhere. My whole joy in life is irritating you.
I'm gonna move to the nursing home to be with my mother.
She doesn't want you. I got her casket.
I think
picked
I
out,
hear
too.
Tinkerbell here somewhere.
Are you hearing things?
Yeah. No, I
didn't
really
hear
do
anything.
hear Tinkerbell.
I didn't hear
She's here to
anything.
protect me from you.
I didn't hear
Oh.
anything.
That's because you're so busy crunching. Oh, stop it. I'm going deaf now. I'm not only going to die, but I'm going to go deaf before I die.
I got some carrots too.
It is never ending. This is my life now.
Crunch. Crunch.
I don't like it here in this house. You could just have it.
No.
You could just have my half.
No, you can't leave me. You can't leave. What will I do? I'll be nobody to crunch for. It's not the same without you.
Sing.
This picture kind of reminds me of my mother, and because she looked like that when she was young. And we went on a trip to Yellowstone. I was a little bit older than the baby, but I do remember, I have some very fragmented memories of that trip. And one was we were staying in a cabin, and I remember all of the cabins had green shingled asphalt on top of them, and all of the cabins had coal furnaces in them. So in the morning, when you went outside, I remember the strong smell of coal burning. And I also remember we were, this was very young, I remember taking a bath in a wash tub. It almost sounds like it was like pioneer days, but it wasn't. It's not that long ago. And I do remember something about seeing Old Faithful. And I remember them saying something how often that it would erupt. And I went back with my family many years later. And as it turns out, Old Faithful is taking longer and longer to erupt. So we had to wait a lot longer for it to erupt. And that's what I have in the picture left.
memories are very fragmented. I don't recognize that one. Here, let me do the next one. That slide, that one I remember. Yeah, I mean, you remember all of these, but you're 5 years older than I am.
That's true.
Can you help me
Yes. so
remember
many.
this stuff? I mean, I need you to help.
That's in the past. Don't worry about the past, Karen.
Okay.
Those are all awful
But
memories.
that's our childhood.
Oh, don't remind me. Oh.
It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. I wasn't that bad. I was a good little sister.
You were horrible. You were a horrible little girl. You tortured me. You followed me everywhere I went.
See, I remember things so much differently. I just thought you were amazing and I wanted to be near you all the time. I just wanted to be near you.
Here we go. Oh, please, Karen. Oh,
I just
help.
want to be near you.
Oh.
I just near you, close.
I appreciate that you're poking me on the back and it hurts. Oh, thank you.
I wasn't poking you. I was giving you a hug.
Well, I'm saying that it's
Oh,
very
no.
difficult.
You don't love me.
You're making new memories that are even worse, Karen. All right.
Okay, look. So what about that one? Look how happy we were. You were smiling.
Well, I got really good at faking smiles.
I think, Glennis, I'm gonna call it Old Faithful. She always clogs up about this time.
Well, you know, we would have nothing to do if she didn't clog up.
Have you been throwing your cigarette butts down there again?
Oh, why, I would never admit to that. Carbuncle, I would not ever admit to that to you.
Geez, Glennis, you gotta start just fessing up with things. I feel like there's a lot of stuff you're holding back
Well,
from me.
I think you're a little too suspicious of me all the time.
Well, look, Old Faithful is evidence.
Well, I don't see one single cigarette butt except this one right here, and I just accidentally dropped it in there.
Glennis, you don't understand. I think our relationship is backing up.
Oh, I see, it's all very symbolic.
Well,
That's a sad thing.
There
That makes
is.
me so sad.
well, good. I mean, I'm not good. It's not
Oh,
good that
ow.
you're sad. I'm glad you're having a response to that, because then maybe we'll do something about it.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking I had a craving.
I thought you were going to pull a plunger out there for a moment.
What's that a metaphor for?
I don't know, but you were going so strong, and then you pulled out your cigarettes. I think you use them as a crutch,
Thank you.
an emotional crutch.
Oh, there we go with the symbolism again. Well, I do. You have just revealed my true self. I'm using my cigarettes as a crutch. It's the only time I get to be together with you anywhere. And I don't care if it's over the commode. I don't care. I get to look into your eyes.
Glennis, I like this side of you. I like it a lot. And look, we're flowing now.
Let's see.
Oh, this picture reminds me of the picture that was here, of my mother also and her hair color, when she was younger in particular. And then as I was a young child, she did different things with her hair. That was the, is it true blondes have more fun? So she went there, and then she got pink, and then all kinds of other things. And when I was early high school age, I was very, very shy and very, very sensitive. And she took me to the hairdresser to have my hair cut because it was always very long. And she had them back in that time, they rat your hair. So this hairdresser ratted my hair, and I'm sitting there looking in the mirror while she's ratting my hair, and it's like way out here, and then she combs it over. And when I got home, all I could do was cry. I was so embarrassed and so upset with the way that this looked, that my mother paid attention, and she let me wash that all out of my hair. So yeah, no, I don't rat my hair.
Now, Harriet, you know how nervous I get when you cut my hair.
Oh, I'm not gonna cut it this time, honey. I'm gonna rat it. We're gonna give you some body. Maybe we might add a little curl, but I think for right now, we're just gonna rat it up. We're gonna see how high we can get this. You're gonna be a Texan, honey.
What's gotten into you? I just want to trim.
I've been taking some continuing education classes. I mean, I know I just went to barber school, but I've now added to my repertoire, and I can make you a true Texan.
Well, I appreciate you all bettering yourself and doing well, but I don't know if I'm ready for something new. I like what you usually do.
Look at that.
I look like a camel licked me on the
We are
front.
bringing you into the 70s, honey. I mean, you've been in the 60s too long. We are bringing you into the 70s. You're going to be able to go to that disco Saturday night. We're going to find you a girl. You come, just let me look at that hair.
I remember that era, you know. I didn't like it then.
Well, we need to find you a woman, and I don't see any other way.
Well, you know, I think I'm perfectly content just being alone. I mean, I get out, I meet people, I see you.
Billy Joe. Truth is, I was trying to get you to ask me out Saturday night.
Really?
I mean, I just thought it looked kind of cool, and maybe you'd ask me out if you had a reason to go out on Saturday night. If you don't like it, hang on.
No. It's been a long time.
Me too.
I don't know, but if you're willing to try, I think I would too.
Look at that. It's just look at that.
Does this mean you're gonna still cut my hair?
I can cut it if you want. I'll just get rid of the rat and take it down a bit.
But what if we have an argument or a fight? I don't want you cutting my head off in the middle of my ear.
I am a professional. I've taken all these continuing education classes so I can call myself a professional. I would never let our budding relationship get in the way of my professionalism.
I like that. I like the idea of a budding relationship.
I like it so much.
Well, if you like it, I suppose pleasing you is what a relationship is all about.
Damn, this is gonna work.
No.
I got you this bunny rabbit, son. I want to be your favorite father. There you go. You've been wanting a bunny rabbit. There you go.
Daddy,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome.
But I think they're supposed to be alive. This bunny is not breathing anymore.
Well, yeah, it was a little rough catching it out in the woods. I roughed it up a little. Maybe it'll revive.
Well,
Dip it in a little water. I don't know. Something like that.
well, I think he may need a proper burial.
I just gave this pet to you. You're gonna bury it.
No, it's dead. And that's what you do with things that are dead. Remember, Mom?
Why are you looking
Yeah.
at me?
So that's what you do with things when they're dead. You bury them. So I mean, that TV's dead. I'm gonna bury it.
Well, our yard is so full of things in it.
Well, I
There isn't any more room under subterranean.
Next to the blender, next to the little thing for the blender there, I put a little thing there for
I
it.
see you got it all worked out in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dead. You gotta bury it.
Then I gotta have a place to grow the tomatoes, and this is the only place I can grow the tomatoes.
It is. You got a point.
Carly,
It's a Nestle Crunch. I hear you like those.
I love
Because when you
these.
bite them, they crunch. Well, that's more of a slurp, but how are you making a candy bar sound like that? Oh my God.
I got you some rats for pets. You're welcome.
They still got the traps hanging on them.
No.
They're dead. Dead.
I'm doing my best.
It's the best gift I've ever gotten. Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
I was gonna skin them. We're gonna have rat for dinner.
Yeah.
Yes. We are dead.
Woo-hoo-hoo! I thought so.
It is kind of a relief, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Welcome.
Oh, look, we have a welcoming party.
I'm here for you.
Thank you.
It seems kind of floaty.
She's got her wings. She's gonna be a while.
I got my wings already.
She was wonderful on
You
Earth.
got a little tiny horn
ways-
growing on your forehead
You
there.
got a ways to go before we let you in.
Yeah.
Well, you just fly right on out of here then. And don't let the cloud hit you on the way out.
Oh, you're so hurt. Well, if you had killed the rabbit, then things would have been different.
Uh-huh.
You killed the
Uh-huh.
rabbit.
Don't intentions count?
You intended to kill that rabbit.
No, I intended to give that rabbit to my daughter.
Oh, it was bad. It was just so sad. It made such a loud noise. We could hear it all the way up here.
Captain Crunch.
I love it.
Crunch.
Full of sugar. Mom and Dad, you're too good to me.
We try. We only give you the best. We even got you the one with the crunch berries.
Here, here's some more sugar.
Oh, thank you.
I got some honey. You want some honey for it too?
Yum, 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 yum. Oh. Yes, I love it.
And your favorite
What?
breakfast drink, Coca-Cola?
It's not sugar-free, is it?
Of course not.
Thank you.
Now you're gonna go out and catch your own rabbit because you can run really fast now.
You're right, I can. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a leg.
And I think for sake of time, y'all, the person that's picture that was. Why don't you just tell us the real story there?
Come here.
You can come up,
Oh.
that's fine.
Come
You
on
don't
up.
have to come up.
I'm not sure how I feel about it being called ancient, but so that picture was taken my first Christmas. I was 7 months old,
Oh my gosh.
and it was the one time in my life I felt so special because I was the firstborn. On my mother's side, I was the first grandchild. On my father's side, I was the second, but I was the favorite because I lived with my grandparents and my mother and my uncle. So there were 5 adults. I was so loved, so nicely taken care of. I thought the world was my oyster. And then 2 years later, my sister Donna was born. And a year and a half after that, my sister Barbara was born.
Little brat.
And 2 years after that, my sister Bibiana was born.
Oh, dang.
And then it was finally a boy. My brother Michael was born. And my dad decided he had to even the odds, so he kept going.
Oh my goodness.
He didn't make it. There were 7 girls and 4 boys. So,
Wow.
but you know,
You were the first.
I was the first, but I had those 2 years.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.